Some of the best moments in movie and TV history did not even make the final cut.
I know nothing.
Not a thing.
Not because they were awful, but because the actors simply could not keep a straight face while filming.
Oh, you fucker! Oh, I'm sorry.
These behind-the-scenes bloopers show that even the most polished pros have their goofy moments.
No way.
Let us take a joyride through some of the funniest times actors just lost it on set and made us love them forever. Jennifer Lawrence in The Hunger Games. Jennifer Lawrence in seriousness is not always the best combo. During one intense scene where Katniss was supposed to be laser-focused, someone on set pulled a face that had Jen in stitches. Once she started laughing, the whole crew followed. And of course, it is not just the laughing. Jennifer reportedly kept apologizing between takes, but every time she tried to reset, the giggles came right back. It got to the point where even the director gave up and told the crew to take 5 until she could breathe again. Steve Carell and Paul Rudd in The Office. So technically, Paul Rudd was not a regular on The Office, but when he showed up, chaos followed. There was this meeting scene where Paul pulled one of those blink and you miss goofy expressions, and Steve Carell just lost all control. The director had to keep yelling cut because these two would not stop cracking each other up. Honestly, The Office behind-the-scenes reels are just pure serotonin. What makes this so good is that Steve Carell is usually the one making everyone else break, so seeing him be the one who cracks was a total role reversal. Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling in La La Land. Romantic musical? Check. Graceful dancing? Almost. Emma Stone tripped during a rehearsal and went down like a clumsy queen. Instead of being mortified, she and Ryan Gosling burst out laughing. The giggles were so contagious and the moment so cute that the director actually kept it in the movie. Honestly, it made them even more lovable. That little misstep turned into one of the most re-watched clips from the movie, not because it was flawless, but because it felt real. Watching them laugh together made us root for their on-screen love even harder. Rowan Atkinson in Mr. Bean. Rowan Atkinson is known for having a face of stone, especially as Mr. Bean, but sometimes even the king of deadpan breaks. During a scene where he was quietly trying to eat a sandwich, a crew member accidentally made a loud, awkward noise. Rowan tried to stay in character, but nope, he cracked. Watching someone that serious lose it was nothing but comedy gold. The funniest part is how long he tried to hold it in. His lips twitched, his shoulders shook, and then it was game over. For someone who makes others laugh without even speaking, seeing him lose it without a word was perfection. Jennifer Aniston and Courtney Cox in Friends. If you have seen any Friends blooper reels, you already know. Jennifer and Courtney had a scene where they tried to say a tricky tongue twister together. The problem was that they just could not do it without collapsing into laughter every 5 seconds. They kept trying, kept messing it up, and kept making it even worse. It was chaos in the best way possible. Their real-life friendship totally shines through moments like that. What is even sweeter is that their laughter was not just about the lines. They were cracking up at each other. It was that contagious, I am not laughing, you are laughing energy that never fails to make us smile. Tom Hanks and Tim Allen in Toy Story. Even voiceover actors are not safe from the giggle bug. During a recording session for Toy Story, Tim Allen went off script and started making weird voices and noises. Tom Hanks, a total pro, tried to stay in character as Woody, but he failed miserably. He laughed so hard that they had to pause the session. You could practically hear the joy in the final product. Woody and Buzz were having as much fun as we were. Melissa McCarthy in Bridesmaids. Melissa McCarthy is basically a walking punchline, and during the filming of Bridesmaids, she hit peak funny. One scene involved the salon, and Melissa just could not keep it together. Her laugh is loud, contagious, and 100% real. You can tell the cast was genuinely having the time of their lives, and the movie ended up all the better for it. The moment was so chaotic that other cast members literally had to turn away from the camera to hide their faces because everyone was losing it. You know it is a good scene when the background extras are breaking too. Chris Pratt and Zoe Saldana in Guardians of the Galaxy. Chris Pratt might be a superhero on screen, but on set, he is a certified clown. In one serious moment between Star-Lord and Gamora, Chris kept throwing in goofy improvisations. Zoe Saldana tried really hard to keep it together, but it was hopeless. The more he did it, the harder she laughed. The chemistry between them made it more hilarious how Chris was deliberately trying to break her. His mischievous grin was all part of the plan. And frankly, it worked every single time. Hugh Grant in Notting Hill. Hugh Grant, forever the charming Brit, had a moment in Notting Hill where he just couldn't land his line. He fumbled it once, then again, and then he started laughing at himself, which made everyone else laugh, and it was all downhill from there. Even Julia Roberts could not keep it together. The result was a blooper that is just as cute as anything in the actual movie. It is that self-deprecating humor that makes Hugh so lovable. Watching him laugh at himself while trying so hard to be composed is just total romantic comedy, king behavior. Mindy Kaling in The Office. Mindy Kaling brought sass and sparkle to Kelly Kapoor, but off-camera she was a giggle machine. One iconic moment came when Rainn Wilson as Dwight threw out a random, hilarious line. Mindy tried to respond, but she was laughing so hard she could not even get a word out. Scenes like that are why the Office blooper reels are basically must-watch comfort TV. Mindy later admitted in interviews that she often wrote scenes knowing she would break while filming them. Talk about setting yourself up for sabotage in the best way. Ryan Reynolds in Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds basically is Deadpool, which means he is also the king of breaking character. During one scene, his own joke was so funny, he could not stop laughing. It is the actor making himself laugh that really gets you. Everyone on set was in stitches, and the scene took multiple takes. The chaos was worth it, and Ryan's charm was nothing but unmatched. It is a rare kind of magic when the actors cannot keep it together because they are too good at being funny. Like, imagine telling a joke and laughing so hard at yourself that no one else can even stay mad about the delay. Kristen Wiig and Bill Hader on SNL live TV is already a recipe for disaster, and Kristen Wiig and Bill Hader are the master chefs of breaking character. There was this one sketch where they were both just hanging on by a thread, constantly about to lose it. One wrong look and boom, uncontrollable laughter. The audience loved it. And honestly, so did we. Sometimes the best sketches are the ones that almost fall apart. What is wild is that they did not even have to speak. Just one raised eyebrow or a twitch of the mouth and the other would go down laughing. It is like they had a telepathic, let us ruin this scene connection. Daniel Radcliffe in Harry Potter. Even wizards get the giggles. Daniel Radcliffe had a scene where he was supposed to shout a powerful spell, but instead, he flubbed the line. Then again. And then he started laughing. And once he started, he just could not stop. The magical tension was gone, but the moment was absolutely priceless. It made the boy who lived feel more like the boy who cracked up, and we loved him for it. The scene was so full of outtakes that they reportedly had to stitch together dialogue from multiple takes to make it work. Proof that even Hogwarts cannot protect you from a good case of the giggles. Tina Fey and Amy Poehler in Mean Girls. Tina Fey and Amy Poehler are comedy royalty, and it turns out they are also the worst at keeping a straight face around each other. While filming Mean Girls, they had several scenes where they just kept breaking because of each other's ad-libs. Their behind-the-scenes laughter made the actual scene sparkle even more. Their friendship is the real MVP. Every take turned into a mini stand-up routine, and the poor crew had to just roll with it. Honestly, we would watch a whole movie of just them riffing in character. Will Ferrell in Anchorman. Will Ferrell's brand of ridiculous is legendary, and Anchorman is basically his playground. One scene had him doing some truly absurd facial expressions and weird noises, and the cast completely lost it. Like, could not even pretend to stay in character. That kind of energy is what makes Anchorman such a chaotic classic. You can practically hear the bloopers through the screen. Interestingly, most of it was not in the script. Will was just winging it, seeing how far he could push everyone before they cracked. Spoiler alert, it did not take much. Honestly, there is something so heartwarming about seeing actors lose it on set. It reminds us that underneath the characters and costumes and million-dollar lighting, they are just people trying to get through a scene without laughing their faces off. So next time you rewatch your favorite movie or binge an old sitcom, keep an eye out for the little cracks, because sometimes the best scenes are the ones that never made it to air. That's it for today's video. Which of these moments do you think was the most hilarious? We'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification button to get the first update on our new video. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.